Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Maximum Automation. In our last video, we went through that how to create and add data to an Excel sheet. Excel sheet is most widely used in automation framework to maintain the test data. So this is important that you handle the input-output operation for an Excel sheet in your framework. So as in our last video, we went through that how to create an Excel sheet based on the data which we have provided through feature file. Now we'll see that how can we read data from the Excel sheet. So to start with, let's go to the feature file first. And I'm writing a keyword which will read the data from an Excel sheet. When user reads file studentdata.xls. I'm using the same file which we have created in our previous step, that is studentdata.xls. Now let's copy the step definition of this keyword and paste it into the step definition class. Now we have a keyword created for a user which will read the data from an Excel sheet. So the next thing is to write the actual code which will perform the read operation. So let's go to the Excel operation class. Here I'm writing a new function called public void read XLS file and adding one argument, that is string file path. Now first of all, we have to create an object of workbook. If you want to work with XLS file, then you have to create an object of HSSF workbook. And if you want to work with XLSX file, then you need to create an object of XSSF workbook. You can handle these object creation based on the format you want to work with. Like you can ask the format type in function argument and can create an if block and look for the format. If it is XLS, then you can create object of HSSF workbook. Else, if it is an XLSX format, then you can create an object of XSSF workbook. So currently I'm creating an object of HSSF workbook only since I wanted this function to read XLS file. Now to read the file, we have to use file stream file equals to new file stream. Then provide file path, file mode dot open, and file access dot read. And then we'll initialize the workbook object with the file stream. Now we have workbook object with us. So the next thing we'll do is create an object of iSheet. Sheet equals to HSSF workbook dot get sheet. Here you can use two different methods available to get the desired sheet. You can use any of them based on your requirement. If you use get sheet, then it asks for the sheet name which you want to read, like sheet 1, sheet 2, or any customized sheet name. Next we have is get sheet at. So you can use this method when you don't have sheet name with you. Then you can provide the sheet index like 0 for the first sheet, 1 for the second sheet, and so on. Let's say if you want to read the very first sheet, then I can use get sheet at and will pass the index as 0. Now the sheet object has been initialized, so it's time to get the data from the sheet. So to traverse the sheet, we'll use for loop based on the sheet.last_row number. Sheet.last_row number will return the last available row in the sheet. This loop will traverse to all available rows. Now we'll add another loop to traverse to each column in the Excel sheet. So to do that, we'll create another loop based on sheet.getRow index I. dot last cell number. Last cell number will return the last available column in the sheet. Now we need to get the data in each cell. So to do that, first I'll add a checkpoint that the row should not be blank. It might be a case that we have blank rows in Excel sheet. Now to get the data, we can write string cell data equals to sheet dot get row dot get cell dot string cell value. This will return the cell value based on the row and column index. Now to verify that we are getting the correct result, I will print the data into the logs. So I am writing the code to generate a string based on the data in a row and will print the row data into the logs. If you want to know that how to configure the logs in your framework, then you can watch my another video based on Serilog. Now let's go back to step definition class. So here we'll create the object of Excel operations. Excel operations equals to new Excel operations. And now we'll call the function to read the Excel file. Just write Excel operations dot read XLS file, then provide the file path. We'll use the same path which we have configured while creating the data sheet. So let's store this path in a variable. I'm creating a variable for string file path equals, and we'll copy the directory structure into this string. And then provide this file path to the function and append the file name with it. Now we'll run our project to see if we are getting the correct results in the logs. Select the scenario and then click on Run to execute it. As you can see that execution has been completed. Now let's go to the result folder where we'll get our logs. If you open the log file, you will see that we are getting the data into the logs from the Excel sheet. So this is how you can read the Excel sheet and then you can play with your data based on your requirement. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel to get more videos. Also, please don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you.